Hello everybody. So in this session, I'm going to be explain about like when TCP and HTTP profile is used and when it is not required. Okay. So if you want to inspect layer 7 data, at that times we can use TCP and HTTP. It's very simple and short. If you want to inspect layer 7 data, guys, at that times TCP and HTTP profile is required. If you don't want to inspect layer 7, it is not required. Okay. Second thing, it is very important to understand, guys, don't work with encrypted traffic. What is the meaning? Let me explain here. Okay. For examples, guys, this is our F5. Okay. And this is the client and this is the server, or maybe application server, which is hosted behind our load balancers. Okay. Okay. So in case of SSL pass through, guys, in case of SSL pass through, if traffic coming to the F5, it is not going to be inspected. F5 had no visibility related to encrypted traffic. It is only going to be sent to the backend server. And certificate related things only done on the server side, not on the F5. So in this case, it is not going to work with encrypted traffic. Okay. So how we can work on the encrypted traffic, guys? Let me explain that part also. Okay. So this is our F5. So if you want to work for encrypted traffic at that times, guys, we need to create here client profiles on our F5 and also server profiles. In this case, we need to create CSR on our load balancers, and then we get the certificate from signed from the well-known CA, and then we need to import that certificate on our F5, and certificate generally called on the profile, and profile generally called on the VIP. Okay, and VIP IP is generally the applications. We can say like application binded with the applications which is hosted behind our load balancer, right? So if indeed in that case, guys, if anyone try to hit the VIP IP, it is going to be offload that traffic on our load balancers, and it is going to be inspected and again sent back to the servers, backend server. So if you're using server profile, in that case, it is going to be in decrypt here and again encrypt and send back to the backend server. And if traffic coming back from server to F5, it is going to be again inspected and then encrypted and send back to the client. So this is how we can offload the encrypted traffic on our F5 load balancers. Okay, that is called, guys, SSL bridging. Okay, SSL bridgings. And another concept is like SSL offloading. Okay, so in case of SSL offloading, only client profile is required. Only client profile is required. So we need to create client profiles. We need to call the certificate on the profile. Profile generally called on the VIP. And if anyone from internet try to hit our VIP, it is going to upload here on our load balancer. And again, it is sent back to the backend server as a plain text. Plain text. Okay. So this is how we can upload the encrypted traffic. Okay. Perfect, guys. So this is about the TCP and HTTP profiles. There are some points is remaining. Let me explain that also. It is just resource utilization, guys. So it is very recommended to don't use without any work. Okay, so if it is required, then use it. Okay, resource utilization means it is not going to be used like much CPU and other stuffs. No, but yes, there is some limitations. So it is recommended to use when it is required. Okay, perfect, guys. One more thing I want to explain here. If you want to achieve I rule concept, guys, in that case, we need to use like HTTP and TCP profiles. In case of one connect features, I have already explained like what is one connect features, and there was separate session on that. So if you want to achieve one connect features, yes, HTTP and TCP profile is required. Perfect. In case of web acceleration caching, it is required. In case of layer 7 persistence, HTTP profile is required. Okay. So I hope this video is informative for everybody, and I think everybody has aware now. Okay, now everybody has aware like when TCP and HTTP profile is required and when it is not required, and it is widely asked in the interview also. Okay, okay. So thank you very much, everybody. And if you like the efforts, please like, share, subscribe, and share this video to the needed peoples in your circles. And let's meet on the next session with some new topics. Thank you very much.